Hi, my name's Margaret Hickey and I'm so excited to be part of the Booktopia World Book Celebration Day. What a great thing to celebrate, books. I love books. So my favourite book is probably, it was a hard one, but it's probably The Turning by Tim Winton. I just think this book's got it all. It's got landscape, it's got that gritty authenticness, it's got a real honesty and a rawness about it. Of course, I love the landscape depictions and the growing up being adolescent in rural Australia. It's something I could really relate to, that heartbreak and the joy and the funny characters. Tim Winton, I think he's one of our best. So where do I read? I'm like a sort of person who reads wherever I can. I'm like a reader by stealth. I see a book somewhere and I pick it up and I start reading it. I'm meant to be cooking the dinner and instead I'm reading a book. I can read in cars, on long distances, on buses. I read anywhere I can and everywhere I can. But probably my main time of uninterrupted reading is every night I would read for at least an hour in bed, and it's something I really look forward to, getting in my pajamas and reading in bed. And then of course weekends and holidays, it's something I really look forward to. The book that I'm reading at the moment is The Women of Troy by Pat Barker. So this is part of her series. The first one was The Silence of the Girls. Absolutely loving this book. Pat Barker's one of my favourites. So it's got all these familiar characters from the Iliad that we know so well, Hector and Achilles and Patroclus and Ulysses and Penelope. And of course, Pat Barker writes from a female perspective, what it feels like to be in Troy. And this part's set in after the Battle of Troy, when that wind that the gods sent in as punishment for the destruction of Troy. And all the time Pat Barker's writing this terrible wind in the background. Gee, she does it well. I'm hoping that she's writing a third because, as we know, she's a big one for trilogies. My book that I have written, and that I guess the reason why I'm here, is Stone Town, which is a standalone book, but it's probably second in the series or second in the Margaret Hickey series. So Cutter's End was published last year by Penguin Random House and in 2021, and Stone Town follows again Detective Margaret Hickey. He's back in his hometown of Burralama. He's really sad about the death of his mum, and he's going through this newly kind of separated situation with his wife, and 3 teenagers find a body of a real estate agent in the bush. This book says a lot about the role of rural women in small country towns, something that I know very well, and also the tension, I guess, between tree changers and people who have always lived in country towns. So thank you for having me on this video. I hope everyone finds a great book to read, and happy World Book Celebration Day for Booktopia. Thank you.